Welcome back, fellow investors and stock market traders. My name is Jeff, and the past 3 months have been a pretty bumpy ride for AMD Advanced Micro Devices. However, earlier this week, AMD got some very exciting news. I do want to share that with you in this video. And then I also want to talk about, while the stock market seems to be in a strong downtrend, I know there's a lot of recession worries swirling around right now. Is this time to be loading up on AMD? Keep in mind, just 2 short months ago, this stock was well over $35 a share. And like I said, since that time, has lost almost 20% of its value. But real quick, guys, I do want to talk about the promotion SoFi Invest is offering for the month of October. So back on the 27th of September, I published this video. And at the start of that video, guys, I talked about how SoFi Invest was offering $25 free of stock and $25 free of crypto with anybody that signed up and spent at least $10 of it buying stock bits and $10 of it buying crypto. Well, they've just extended that program. It's a little bit different for the month of October. So now in the month of October, if you fund your account up to $100, you will get $50 free of stock, okay? And so I just want to show you guys quickly too. If you look all the way over here to the right, you will see I'm buying between $1 and $2 at a time of these stocks. As you can see, I'm building kind of a value portfolio here. I've got Constellation Brands down there on the bottom, and then pretty much anything you can think of going up: BP, Procter & Gamble, PayPal, Twilio, Square, Coca-Cola, Tesla, CMG, Intel, Wells Fargo, and the list goes on. I just really want to point out one of the nicest things about this, guys. There is 0 commission charges, and you can spend as little as $1 if you want. And so I just wanted to share with you how much I'm enjoying using this brokerage. I really enjoy the stock bits, and keep in mind that that $50 promotion is probably the best offer on the market. I think it beats out Robinhood, beats out Webull, beats out M1 Finance. $50 free. I think that is a very, very nice little incentive to get signed up. And so they're going to run that promotion through the 31st of October. Now, I do plan on doing a full review on SoFi Invest. Keep in mind, they also sell cryptocurrency, and I hope to have that made and uploaded very, very soon. So if you want to sign up, like I said, and get your $50 free of stock, I will have a link down in my comment section, and it will be pinned. I will also have a link for this in my description box, okay? So we're going to jump in and talk about AMD, guys, but real quick, before we get started, please drop a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate all of your support, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. AMD has been so disruptive over the past couple years. They're constantly launching new products. So back on Monday, the 7th of October, AMD unveils its new gaming graphics card. Now, the stock did not see a real big move. The markets have been negative for 2 days in a row, but the stock did trade up about 0.6% after they announced the Radeon RX 5500 series graphics product. Okay, the company says the RX 5500 series harnessing groundbreaking RDNA gaming architecture to deliver the ultimate in high performance, high fidelity 1080p gaming. That sounds pretty good to me. The real thing too we're going to get into here in just a minute is how AMD strategically prices all their products to constantly undermine Intel and Nvidia, okay? Taking a lot of business away from those much larger companies. Now, Hewlett-Packard and Lenovo are planning to offer the Radeon RX 5500 graphics cards in their high-performance desktop gaming PCs. That's going to begin in November, and Acer is planning to offer systems with the cards beginning in December. So keep that on your Christmas list. For the gamer in your family, I think that is probably something that is going to make those specific PCs probably fly off the shelf, that they're got that new Radeon RX graphics card in them. Now, with the newest additions in the Radeon family, AMD says it's bringing its advanced RDNA gaming architecture and industry-leading 7nm process technology to mainstream gamers worldwide. Now, I did find another article I want to share with you real quick. So there really is no pricing available right now, but AMD's new graphics card certainly sounds like it will be both cheap and very, very powerful. And now this isn't a shock. AMD is always releasing products just a little more powerful than the competition, but a whole lot less expensive. This is how they've really grabbed so much market share over the past couple of years. When we get over to the chart, we will really look over AMD over the past 5 years and the massive amount of growth they've had. And guys, this is still, in my opinion, probably the most undervalued semiconductor company out there. You know, there's a couple I guess you could really make a case for that have struggled during this US-China trade war. But I just feel when you compare products, price, and competition, AMD is probably the most undervalued at this point. Now, the RX 5500 is based on the same Navi, also known as RDNA architecture used in the Radeon RX 5700 and 5700 XT, those being released over the summer, where the 5700 series could handle 1440p and even 4K gaming. The 5500 is explicitly targeted at the 1080p crowd and people who might be interested in NVIDIA's GTX 1650. And of course, like I just mentioned, they have not announced the price of the 5500 yet, but the GTX 1650 sells for as low as $150, so expect similar pricing. Again too, NVIDIA is also trying to be more competitive with their pricing. But like I always say, guys, NVIDIA is so much more than a GPU company, okay? It is really all the strides that they're making in artificial intelligence and advanced machine learning. That's why you want to own both of these here. If I was setting up strictly a tech portfolio and that is it, AMD and NVIDIA are going inside of that portfolio. These are two stocks I feel you have to own. And of course, back in 2016 and 2017, these were the most disruptive stocks on the market. You know, and just think about this, guys. January 8th of 2016, AMD is a $2.80 per share stock. That is now trading over $28. Try to process that. That is a 1,000% return, okay? AMD has been a 10-bagger in less than 4 years. That is incredible. And also, they've traded up much, much higher than $28. Their 52-week high being $35.55. And so even when you look at the $31 billion market cap and you start comparing it to NVIDIA and Intel, how disruptive they are to both of those services, cutting into those market spaces, and now even putting out graphics cards with superior performance and very, very competitive pricing, I think there is really nothing stopping AMD from being a $40 to $50 per share stock very, very soon. But like I mentioned at the start of the video, the last 3 months have been very, very unkind to AMD. Here in early July, it was trading around $32. Of course, it did take this big dip right here at earnings time, getting all the way down to $27.90 and just seeing a complete 18 to 20% reversal nearly a week later, getting all the way up to $35, and it's been all downhill since. NVIDIA, on the other hand, guys, this company has really gotten slaughtered over the past year, so it has managed to maintain its levels just a little bit better over the past 3 months. And that's like why I say NVIDIA and AMD are both at very, very investable levels. You know, NVIDIA at $170 is very, very much a buy. And anytime you catch AMD under $30, I'm calling it a buy. Another company you can throw into the mix, of course, is Intel. Intel is bigger than NVIDIA and AMD combined. They have a $220 billion market cap. And of course, we all know they supply for Apple. That's where the bulk of their revenue is going to come from. This stock has pretty much traded sideways over the past 3 months. And has not seen a lot of action over the past year. Got up around $58 back in May, but had a very, very disappointing earnings call. Actually, they've had 2 disappointing earnings calls in a row, and the growth here has really slowed down. Even Intel, though, I think is a good investment. You cannot go wrong with these 3 chip makers. Now, a couple of years ago, I made a stock analysis video about AMD, and I do want to update some of their profitability and management effectiveness. Is that their profit margin is actually positive on both the profit and operating margin side now. As you can see, about 3.25% for profit margin and well over 5% on operating margin. And of course, their management effectiveness, they're returning about 4.3% on assets and then almost 14% return on equity, where a couple of years ago, every single one of these metrics were negative. So in just a little over a year and a half, they have managed to put all of these into the positive. I think that is a very, very big step for AMD. They've even made quite a few strides on the balance sheet, but the one I'm most concentrated on, guys, is at their total cash and total debt. So now they currently holding about $1.13 billion of total cash and about $1.28 billion of total debt. So that ratio is almost even. And for a growth company, especially a growth company in the semiconductor space, guys, that is a very, very good fundamental to see, that even if we were to experience a recession or a strong market correction, AMD is not going anywhere. They're very, very financially sound. Now, you are not going to get the fundamentals out of this company like you are with a NVIDIA or an Intel. But just keep in mind, this is the big disruptor in this space. And so while this company is still on full growth mode, unfortunately, you just aren't going to get the fundamentals you would from the other companies. And so that in conclusion, guys, regardless of what direction the market is headed in the short term, like I said, I'm really kind of preparing for a very volatile next 2 to 3 months. AMD under $30 is a buy. I would look to add more every time a couple of dollars drop off of the stock price. So I would look to add again around 25. I would look to add around 22, assuming this stock trades down that low. I don't even know how bad things are going to get. We might not see that much volatility, but just be prepared, in my opinion, to load up on AMD stock and possibly make it one of your biggest positions if we get some really good opportunities to buy into this very cheap in the upcoming months. So that's all I got for the video, guys. Make sure to go down to the comment section and drop your opinion about AMD. And do not forget to sign up for Sophie Invest and get your $50 free of stock. Thank you as always for watching the video, and have a great day.